Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
As if you haven't had a million people today, like just bow down. And what does it feel like to have everyone bow down just because your voice is on the other end?
Trust me, my son and my dogs ain't bowing down to me, to tell you that. Oi, oi. Beyonce's hometown, hello.
Have you actually had time to see anything in Houston when you've been here and all the stops you've done in your career? Or it's like on the stage and out?
There's an amazing vintage clothes store. I can't remember right now. I spent like 3 days in a row I went there. I absolutely loved it.
Adele, I wanted to ask you real quick. You're a single mom, a working mom. You've got this wonderful son. What legacy do you hope to leave behind for him?
Just to really move forward through life with only joy and happiness. That's what I really want him to see me doing. And I really want to encourage and inspire him to do the same.
Speaking of that child of yours that you talked about on that CBS special that we now know happened in October, but for us in real time just happened on television, you said it was Angelo's first time seeing you, Adele, with an audience around you. What was his reaction?
He wanted a snack. He wanted some Pringles. That's what he wanted. He came to my trailer and was like, are there any more sour cream Pringles? He was very sweet. He came into my trailer and just gave me a cuddle and stuff like that. And two of his best friends came as well. So I think they were just sort of like being like three little cheeky musketeers running around and causing a bit of havoc and stuff like that. I think he was more like, why are we like standing on a cliff? It's bloody freezing.
Adele, how do you balance being a full-time mom and an international superstar pop star?
You know, it has its moments where it's definitely really, really hard. He has an incredible dad who's like also my friend and so bloody supportive. But it can be hard, like remembering things and like, getting back to all those bloody school emails and stuff like that.
Yes.
But we like, every bedtime we have our little thing that we just chill out for 10, 15 minutes before bed.
Do you sing to him at night?
Oh, he doesn't want me to sing to him. Are you crazy?
Why?
He likes talking. He's never been a child that needs a lullaby or anything in bed, actually, when he was baby. But he likes talking about his day and telling jokes, and we do our peek and our pit and stuff like that over the day. Like, he's a very cool kid that is very, no pun intended, very easy on me.
So I've read, Adele, that you try to keep it as normal as possible. And you just mentioned the school emails and stuff, which you're preaching to the choir, sister. I cannot keep those emails together.
So many. My God.
I'm always curious to know, with somebody of your caliber of fame, you want to try and keep it, quote, normal for your child. But what is it like when you take him to school or you go to an event for him? Are all the parents just gawking at you the whole time?
Yeah, I mean, his school is pretty chill. Definitely maybe some of the parents of kids in, other grades. So therefore, I don't see them very often.
Yeah.
Sometimes they might do a double take for him, but they're very chill and cool about it. And, the school are great. And, I've never had any issues with anything. And obviously now COVID and coming out of COVID, everything's carpool anyway. So I don't see any of them. He just, jumps out the car and stuff like that. But everyone's always been great.
How do you feel about people when they reach out to you? Because you sing songs that inspire and help people. And sometimes people, when they're in their darkest days, they can put on your music and they're like, I'm not alone because of you.
Well, that's incredible. And it's probably the main reason that I enjoy carrying on making records and stuff like that, because, music is such a good friend to people. And it's been it is one of my best friends. And definitely I have a soundtrack to every moment in my life and every feeling and stuff like that. So for anyone to feel like that, my music is just like heavenly to me.
Well, on that note, Adele, then I have this big question for you, because I think since it's holiday season time, it's especially hard on people who are struggling in their marriage or dealing with divorce, because holidays are all happy, happy, joy, joy, or all with the family. What is something you would want somebody who's struggling as much as you did? They're struggling right now. What would you want them to know, or what could you say to them to help them?
But in the end, we're always fine. In the end, we might not be there, in that moment, but one day everything will feel fine and calm and normal. And it's just persistence. You just have to really persist at doing you and really just sort of hone in on like your inner love for yourself and stuff. Because I think most of us nowadays, like, we're more concerned with what absolute bloody strangers think about us and our lives than what we think about it ourselves. And we're just not in the moment and we're not present. And it's so easy to do that nowadays. Even the other night, and I've got so many things that have like piled up, at home and stuff that I have to actually sort out and stuff like that. And I was looking at cats for about 4 bloody hours on Instagram. I would just tell them to really try and like focus on their sort of like inner love, and just to know that it is okay in the end, because we're always fine, no matter what we're going through. We always have to find a way out.
Great words from Adele. And before we let you go, Adele, because I know you're a very busy woman, I have to ask you, are you going to get a beauty line or what? Everybody wants those eyes, girl.
I'm never doing a beauty line, darling, because I don't do my own makeup. I'm useless at it. I would be such a fake imposter if I started selling like eyeliner. I can't do liquid eyeliner to save my life.
Well, get your makeup artist to start an Adele beauty line. You can take a piece of that pie,
Your
sister.
stamp on it.
You know what else as well? When I really think about it, and I always notice this with any makeup artist that I've ever worked with and never used on a shoot and stuff like that. No one uses all the same things from one beauty brand.
Right, that's true.
Yeah, it's like it's always a little bit of this, a little bit of that, a little bit of this. So no, I wouldn't, even if I did do something like that, I certainly wouldn't use all the product because I'd want to use, a bit of Pat Graff, a little bit of like Charlotte Tilbury,
Thank you so much for spending time with us, and I hope we get to see you sooner than later. And God bless you for being you, girl. We love that voice, and the world sure needs it.
Oh, thank you so much. Thanks for having me, guys.
Take care, Adele.
Bye.